to my channel. To all my viewers and my subscribers, yeah man, welcome back to Island Style Kitchen. And today I'm going to be teaching you how to make a jerk marinade or jerk sauce. I see a lot of people in the comment section have been asking me for some time now, so I'm going to do it for you guys today. Alright, so for the ingredients that we're going to need for today's jerk marinade, it is we start off with some scallion, we have some thyme, we have 2 large onions, we have some ginger, garlic, we have some Scotch bonnet peppers, we have some cloves, and we have some pimento here, aka allspice. Alright, for the liquid we're going to need now to blend this up in the blender or a food processor, whatever you want to use, we're going to use some vinegar. We're going to use a little bit of coconut oil. You can use whichever oil you choose to use. If you want to use vegetable oil or you want to use like olive oil, you could feel free to use that. Over here we're going to put some cinnamon in it. We're going to put some nutmeg. We're going to also use some soya sauce, and we're going to use a little bit of browning for color. Alright, and the ingredients that I show you here, if you can't find Scotch bonnet pepper in your area, wherever you are, because most of the people from overseas have been asking me about this, is you could use your chili pepper or whatever pepper you have that has spice in it, because jerk is all about spice. Yeah, so the ingredients you're gonna make sure that's in your jerk marinade is the peppers, the thyme, the scallion, and the pimento. Those are the main ingredients in jerk, and then you could freestyle with the rest if you can't find all of what I'm showing you here. Alright, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to wash these herbs and spices, and I'm going to cut them up, and then I'm going to throw them in the blender. Alright, so just stay tuned. So right now I'm going to start the cut up process. I'm going to just cut them up smaller so them make it easier for the blender work, or the food processor, whatever you want to use. Okay, so let's start off with the thyme. So yeah, I'm going to cut up the thyme a little bit. And quick DIY people, you see whenever time you buy scallion at the supermarket, you can always plant back the scallion and you get some real nice scallion like this. Alright, so you can always plant back the scallion. Alright, all you have to do is after you cut the scallion off, you just put them in a container with some water and you put it right by a windowsill or on your patio or wherever you can put it where it gets sunlight. So you see I'm putting mine right here by the windowsill and it gets sunlight. And then they will grow. And what you can do, you can plant them in about, I'll say maybe about 5 to 6 days time. You can plant those same scallion in the ground. You can get your potting soil from a store, or if you can dig up some dirt around at the back of your yard if you're there in Jamaica, or anywhere you have topsoil, and you just plant them. And you can always get scallion off them year round. You can just go out and cut off what you want. You don't root it up. Whenever time it starts to grow, don't root it up. Just get a knife or a clipper and cut off whatever you want to use. And you'll always have scallion. I have a lot of these in the backyard that I'm growing. And, I'm making a big batch of jerk marinade, or jerk seasoning, jerk sauce, or jerk rub, whatever you want to call it. I'm making a big batch because I do jerk on the weekends, so I always have in my refrigerator, but I run out. So I decided I'm going to do this video for you guys so you can make your own. So whatever amount of seasoning you see me using here, you could use a half of it, half of the ginger, half of the thyme, half of everything that I am using here, or a quarter, based on the amount that you want to make. So I'm making a big batch. So that's why I'm using so much of these wonderful seasoning. So I'm going to start off with some vinegar to the blender. I'm not measuring anything up, I'm just throwing in some. Growing up, I never see my grandmother measure nothing at all yet, and she never get it wrong. Never ever get it wrong. Alright, so I'm going to put some coconut oil in here. Okay? So the oil, what the oil does, it actually helps to penetrate the chicken or whatever you're going to jerk, to send the seasoning through it. So that's why I put some oil, and it also make the blending process much easier, so the seasoning don't stick to the blender also. Alright, so I'm going to go in with some soya sauce. Like I tell you before, I'm not measuring it. I'm just putting in some soya sauce. The soya sauce also had color and flavor. going to put the rest of the green seasoning in the blender now to blend them out. I should get a total of 9 cups of season or jerk marinade or jerk rub, whatever you want to call it, out of this mixture here. Alright, so I'm going to add some nutmeg in here. Nutmeg is a nice spice, you know. You can go on anything. A lot of people don't even know that nutmeg could go in jerk sauce. And I'm going to add some cinnamon to it also. This gives it a really nice flavor. And I tell you before, I'm not measuring nothing, and I'm just throwing it in until the ancestors tell me to stop. The ancestors said don't stop, me now stop. But right now they say stop, so me I stop. And then we just have to blend up this, and then we buckle it out. Alright, so there you have it, people. Jerk sauce look good. Come on. I wish I could have. That smells so good. Look there. All of that goodness there. Let me taste it. Oh! Woo! That's spicy. But jerk half is spicy. And again, people, the volume not a pepper that I use in it. You don't have to use that amount of pepper because it's all up to your tolerance of heat. I can manage the heat, so we just use a whole heap of pepper in my one. So if you don't want it to be too spicy, you could make a mild jerk. So the jerk sauce is pretty much done. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to bottle it out now. And as I was telling you before, you can bottle your jerk sauce or your jerk marinade, whatever you want to call it, and put it in your refrigerator. There is no, if you notice, I didn't put any salt in this or anything else, and the reason for that is that I have a dry jerk rub that I put on whatever I'm going to jerk before I add the liquid jerk rub here. So I use a dry jerk rub, and I use this jerk marinade to season my chicken or my pork, whatever I'm going to jerk. And also, the reason I didn't put any salt in this, anything at all you're cooking, you could just take a bottle like this out of your fridge or wherever you have it and put a teaspoon. It adds great flavor to anything you're cooking. Soup, steams, what you name it, it adds great flavor. Alright, so I'm going to bottle these out. And like I said before, I don't have an expiry date on mine, you know. Sometimes I have it in the fridge for like a year. Although they don't really last long with me because I use them a lot, so there's no expiry date on it. If you notice, there's no preservative on it. And people, like I said to you before, you don't have to put it in the fridge. It doesn't have to go in the fridge. You can leave it right on your counter. You don't want to leave it where it's too hot. Especially for the people who have air conditioning in their house. You'll be quite fine. But you can put it in the fridge to be safe. People, we have the final product here. It's Island Style Kitchen Own Jerk Sauce or Jerk Marinade. Yeah man, it there? Feel good? Yeah man, one of the best marinade in the world. Not even one of the best, it is the best marinade. Alright? And if you want your chicken to taste like the Island Style Kitchen chicken or pork, you have to use the dry jerk rub also. Yeah man, not only the wet rub, I have a dry rub that I use that I made myself, which I'm going to do, I'm planning to do a video on that one also. However, if you want that video, just leave it in the comments below and I will definitely make that video so you guys can see Island Style Kitchen Dry Jerk Rub. I know you guys are wondering what is this now. This is not jerk sauce. It is not. This is This is a watermelon sea moss smoothie. Yes people, watermelon and sea moss is good for you to eat watermelon, and it's very good for you to drink sea moss every day. Yeah man, sea moss has I think 99% of the minerals your body wants. Alright, so if you want to see the watermelon sea moss smoothie video, I'm gonna leave it in the comments below and I'll do that video and post it for you too. Alright? Until then, we'll just go and go like up the video and share this with people so people can learn how to make the jerk sauce. Yeah man, and we'll just leave a comment down below about the jerk sauce, what you think about it. Yeah man, and like the video and make sure people, you see the little button down here below when you subscribe, when you just hit the button. It's free to subscribe, it doesn't cost you anything. Once you have a Gmail account, Once you hit the button, it will subscribe. If you don't have a Gmail account, then it's going to ask you to sign in. When you sign in, it's not going to charge you, people, so don't be afraid of it. Just hit the subscribe button. Yeah, man. Until then, we'll just see you safe and peace out. Yeah, man. One love.